Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut, always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, Matt the captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cali Mac on the track. Never whack, bring it back. And we are back with Strawhat Sitdown, episode 41. All right, yeah. See, I got it. I got it. You know, I'm sorry. I was doing the intro and I was looking at the camera, but I was looking away because I was trying to get the number before I said the intro. But you know what? I made it in the nick of time, and we out here, baby. We are out here. We are here with the gang as usual. Got that boy Strawhat Mod in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's good? What's good, everyone? Shout outs to Mister. Hope you enjoy yourself today.
Yo, our boy Mister is getting married.
Gotta shout him out.
Yes, bro. Yo, shout out to my GOAT.
The GOAT himself is absolutely getting married today. We want to wish him a happy, blessed, and lovely day today. Hope you get everything you asked for and more, which you have in your lovely wife. And I hope you two have the greatest day today. And to celebrate, we gotta have the Sanji pudding picture for the boy Mister, right? Like, it has to be done.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Has to be done.
It's perfect.
Yeah, but we definitely hope you have a great day. We're gonna try.
We love you, bro.
Keep the show popping for you, and you know, we definitely love you, man.
Yes, sir.
So Mister isn't gonna be here today. He's enjoying his day. We do still got D3 in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's good, Joe? What's good, Joe? We out here. A little tired, but we here.
Yeah, he's a little sleepy, so we got the chopper pick back. It's all good. I love any excuse we get to use that shit. 100%. Oh yeah. And last but not least, of course, that boy YHuss in the building.
What's up, guys? Yo, I'm looking for this chapter, bro. Another crazy one.
Another crazy chapter. So let me tell y'all real quick. Our boy Mister is normally the one to hold us down with the summaries, right? But unfortunately, he couldn't make it today. And me as the captain, being the Luffy-esque captain that I am, I completely forgot about the shit. So we are just gonna run through into the chapter and just go right into it. You know.
Yes, sir.
We'll go over it as we go along. You know what I mean? So we might as well just start with the cover story since we're right here.
Oh my God, bro! The cover story.
This is one of the hardest pictures of all time. Like, this could be an album cover. Yeah. Like this is literally an album cover. This is ridiculous. Posted up, putting in the cuffs. Yeah, it's definitely a dope ass cover, sure.
And it tells us that like the cover story was happening in the past. We are like, because Van Alger is in the chapters that we read previously, right? And now he's in this cover story,
right. So it tells you this happened some time ago, exactly. Yeah. We get more proof of that later.
Yeah, definitely.
So we actually, and Mister also ended up being correct in the sense that we ended up continuing the fight last chapter between Blackbeard and Law. I don't think any of us saw this coming but him.
I had zero hope. I was going in on him. I'm like, bro, there's no way. Like, what manga are you reading? And clearly Oda is right, man. One Piece is different now. It's the final saga. It's a different manga, bro. Because going into another fight in like in the same arc, the shots aren't there. You know, like it's different. But I'm here for it.
I didn't see this coming. This shit is definitely sick. We get some cool moves by Law. this quake crash panel confused me a little bit. Is he like using his fruit to stop him from landing, or because like the Pegasus gets sliced and I guess he's falling from here?
So crap, let me pull it up. So from what I saw when I
let me get
at
this
it
for you guys, my bad.
Oh yeah, you good. When I looked at it, I thought Law was cutting through like multiple things, including the Pegasus, not just the Pegasus, but because it looked like he was like cutting not edges, but like, you know, the slash was like kind of ricocheting, or it was like cut in a very surgical precision type way that was like hitting everything in its path. At least that's what it looked like to me. However, I don't think Blackbeard got hit right here though, right? Like he didn't. He was just like dumb salty about like what was happening.
No,
right?
he didn't get hit. No, he didn't get hit. I just think that when the Pegasus got cut, he can't fly, right? So he was flying on the Pegasus, so he started falling. Then he uses this Quake Crash ability. I'm assuming it was to stop the momentum and soften the. You know what it is? It's hard.
That would be crazy.
It's a little bit hard to catch the flow of what's going on amidst everything happening. At least in this battle here, I don't know if you guys had the same issue while y'all were reading it.
I agree. I did have the same issue.
Normally it hasn't. It's not this bad for me, but like as I was going through it, like he was in the air and then he used this and then he was on the ground and then teleported back and forth. Like it was a little bit hard to keep track of the flow of events for me.
I think what he's doing, well, from my understanding of it, is that his like he did that. So he did the Quake Crash and he's inside Law's room, right? That's by the way, I think we realized what our room is that it's like remote room or something like that, because the room is now over Blackbeard, right?
Yeah.
And so once he does that, it seems like he gets out of the room somehow. So I assume he just uses it to disrupt everyone. Like I just create some sort of havoc and like maybe falter Law a little bit, because he does end up getting out of it after this, right?
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. Because other than that, I have no idea what the fuck happened. They just end up falling after.
Yeah,
that's all I kinda made out of
everybody
it.
around him feels the gravitational pull.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, can we talk about how Law's crewmates actually have some use, bro?
Yeah, I think that was
it comes up right after this.
Yeah, I think that was like the most like surprising thing. But I mean, dude, that was crazy. So how crazy is it that Oda made it kind of like not obvious, but right in our face, like of what they would be good at? Because these guys roll in a submarine. They live in like the North Blue, which I think has like the coldest waters or whatever, and make these guys basically like fishmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're definitely just gliding through the water like it's nothing, shooting. I guess these are like water blasts or whatever.
Yeah, shooting.
Yeah, whatever that was. Nigga did bubble beam, bro.
Bubble beam.
Yeah, I was like, bro, is this Pokemon? Like, we got a water gun? Like,
this shit was ridiculous, bro. And then after that, they go to sink Blackbeard's ship, right? Like they just literally go underneath and they're like, "Fuck it, this is a seafaring battle.
Right.
Like, it's not all about devil fruits, my nigga."
It's sick too because like we get hints that Law's crew is like underwater base because he uses the submarine from the moment we see him. You know what I mean? But I would have never thought it was to this extent to where like his crew can fight underwater. Like that's where the terrain is and shit.
And then
definitely
Beppo does something that I didn't realize he could do. Is I guess he used his ears are super sensitive, and then he informs Bart that Law is about to get shot.
You're right.
And I is it just impressive to me that like this nigga Bart ate that shit, or John Bart ate those fucking bullets, bro?
Or just the fact of how fast he moved to block a bullet.
Yup.
Like that shit's insane.
That is pretty sick. I can't front. His crew is definitely turning up.
His crew is absolutely turning up.
You gotta give him some credit.
The crew has done like a phenomenal job thus far. And the fact that like you just said, Callie, with the whole submarine thing, like, bro, submarines and like the army and stuff like that in the Navy and stuff like that are very valuable for water battles because obviously being underwater trumps being floating up top because clearly you can't get, it's way harder to get a submarine. So clearly with Law having the advantage and his crew and stuff like this completely changes. Like, because I thought we were going to get like a straight up land battle, but these guys said, what? Land? And then jumped in the water and started like, bro, I did not expect that. I did not expect that.
You definitely have to give them credit. And not even cap.
I love that, like, one thing I remember when Luffy did Gear 5, and everyone was wondering what the fuck Gear 5 would be, and we're all like, it makes so much sense. And this is one of those things that I feel like, bro, of course, they're such a good at, you know, fighting in the water or whatever. And bro, they did fuck all at Wano. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
The only thing they did do actually was save Luffy from the water, and that's like because of submarine. You know what I'm saying? So like, it continues with that. Really, really crazy shit. And the Law uses like the sword of awakening. Does mad damage, but Blackbeard taking damage isn't that like?
Yeah, the thing is, Blackbeard takes a monumental amount of damage in every single fight he's in.
Yeah,
and it literally just ends up using it to his advantage. And
doing nothing, bro.
This shit is very unfortunate.
Yeah, but it's very good though that Law did this because I mean I know we were I remember when we were talking about that Law versus Kid thing, like who contributed more to the Big Mom fight and stuff like this. And this only reinforces the fact that Law does not need always setup to do his best things. He can clearly, even though Blackbeard has a history of getting caught off guard by everyone, Magellan, Ace, like everybody, Whitebeard, like everybody. So he can get got by everyone, but he's still a Yonko at the end of the day. Yeah. So, you know, respect to Law for being able to, you know, do this without no setup, no, you know, someone running interference. It's a straight on head on battle. He, you know, is showing out. So respects to Law for this.
He is doing his thing. And then, so I guess there's not too much more after that. They have like a little clash. But they show Pudding is taken hostage. Yes. I feel like her dialogue is like only kind of interesting. Like she's like, "Oh, if Mama's still alive, you're gonna eat those words."
Yeah, it's not so much. It's not so much her speaking, but the fact that she's there, and the fact that it also further proves that, you know, the cover story happened whenever it happened because they have her with them right now. Yeah. I wonder if it'll play into the battle between them. Maybe Law's crew will find her or something and grab her. Be interesting to see if it plays into the battle.
Bruh, after this, I now changed my. I think I've changed my opinion fully about like when we dealing with Blackbeard. I feel like we definitely dealing with Blackbeard way sooner than any of us imagined. Like, there's too many people that are important to the Straw Hats in some type of way that are here. It's just too many. It's Kobe. It's Law, it's Pudding, like, bruh, like, and the fact that Oda is like showing them side by side at these events and in the Straw Hats events. Now, don't get me wrong, this could be the precedent for going forward. However, I feel like between, like, you know, Egghead Island being close to the Marine base, close to Pirate Island, like, bro, no, I feel like we dealing with Blackbeard very, very soon, like, extremely soon.
I 100% agree, and I think that the cover story also further proves that theory because he planned from the start. When did this cover story start? Probably like Wano, right?
Yeah, and like towards the middle end of the raid.
Towards the middle end of the raid, it started in Wano. That means that for it to lead up to this moment and then converge into the actual plot itself for the first time, Oda is really trying to move things along. Yeah. He's trying to move everything together. So I can 100% see those two plot lines converging into one. And whether it's in this arc or unless this arc quickly leads into the next arc, whatever the case may be, I can 100% see it. I agree.
Nigga, Oda said I'm getting old. Let's wrap it up.
Bro,
And it goes
gotta
to
see
show,
his kids, man. Gotta see his kids.
we got like about a good 3 to 5 years left, and somewhere in between that time frame, that's going to be the end of One Piece. So.
Yeah, he's definitely moving things along. I'm interested to see where this goes, but that is all we get for now for the Blackbeard law stuff. Who knows if we'll go back to the next chapter.
Oh wait, one last thing.
Yeah, wait a minute, I forgot
interesting,
about this. Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
So Akainu, we get a shot of him getting informed that Blackbeard and Law are making contact, and he says they're forced to wait again. Being Fleet Admiral is so damn frustrating. What do you guys think about this?
Okay, but how does he know that they're scrapped?
That is the question.
See, this is where my theory.
Oh, wait a minute.
Aokiji being in Sword and giving them the information, bro.
Yo.
Look, man, I've been saying it for a while, and this kind of proves my point a little bit. Reading that on Thursday, Aokiji's just there to get intel on Blackbeard because they need to know what he's doing, bro. Because that nigga is ridiculous.
Oh, so you think Aokiji really is?
Yeah,
he's just
no way. Aokiji's 100% there to fucking. He's probably there to make sure, like I said, keep wraps on Blackbeard, and he's there to keep Kobe safe.
Oh,
wait. Plot twist, and I'm playing.
I'm with this.
Yeah, I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate here because I want to believe he's a Sword, and I mostly do, but there's a possibility that Aokiji is actually not a part of Sword, but he's working secretly with Sakazuki as like a Navy a Navy spy, not specifically for Sword. Because you got to remember, Sword is a different.
So the same way Corazon was.
Yeah, essentially. Because but here's the thing, though. I think because I know the big whole law of sword theory, falls on the fact that Corazon and Sengoku, that relationship is what Law not necessarily inspires for, but kind of where he gets his path from. So the whole idea that Law is a part of Sword comes from the fact that he wanted to follow in Corazon's footsteps, right? Mm-hmm. But in this case, though, Aokiji, because we don't know what exactly happened in between events of Aokiji, quote unquote, retiring or leaving the Marines, defecting or whatever, and him losing to Akainu, right? So, what if they worked out some type of deal where Akainu was like, you can be my number one ace or something like that. Infiltrate, pretend you're leaving, for whatever reason, I don't know, because maybe Aokiji said to him, I'm gonna just be real. Even though you won this fight, I don't want to work under you. I just can't. And he said, well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can work the way you see fit and have autonomy over the way you want to deal justice. So how about you do something infiltrate the Blackbeard pirates and, do your own brand of justice? Because we all know Aokiji lives on that grayish line of justice, that case by case thing where Sakazuki is more absolute. So if anyone would be willing to do something like that, I feel like Aokiji would be. So it's possible that he might not even be a part of Sword. Now if we can figure out who's the Sword leader, I think that changes everything. Because if it's Garp, bro, then Aokiji's definitely a part of Sword, but we'll see.
I was gonna say a big part of people's ideas on Sword is that Akainu, until now, I guess that might change things, is that Akainu so far doesn't seem to have any idea about it, and that if Kobe is one of the big parts of Sword, then he definitely wouldn't have greenlit that from what we can see of him. So that could throw this Aokiji thing being in Sword into question if we still believe that Akainu doesn't have a hand in Sword and that it's Garp's own personal project. But I could still see Akainu being part of Sword or like having having knowledge of it or whatever. But I think this is a cool like secondary idea that what if Aokiji is acting on his own, and Akainu is the only one that gave him that right. Because I also think low key, Aokiji is more than undercover. Like I don't think he's like evil or anything, or that he's with Blackbeard's cause. But man, this is a crazy way to show his loyalty to help kidnap Pudding and give Blackbeard direct access to the road poneglyphs. You know what I mean? That is that's an action that's gonna put Blackbeard so close to the One Piece.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. Even if you're undercover, to give him that much of an advancement towards something that the government opposes so much for any pirate to obtain.
Yeah, of all people, you help Black. But I also understand that like he has to be undercover, and this is like a it's like a gamble. Like, okay, sure, I'll concede a little bit here. I'll help him, but eventually, I'm gonna pull my card. But still, yeah, it is. He is deep undercover if that's the case.
Yes,
yeah. Either way, we just will not know. I think.
Yeah. Well, either way, at that point we finished the Blackbeard Law stuff, and we move on to the Luffy stuff. Apparently, they changed ages with Bonnie's power, and gets the Pacifista off of their trail.
Seeing old Luffy is kind of crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about how it says a glimpse at a possible future at the bottom. Maybe I'm reading too deep into that, but
have y'all seen theories about Luffy dying?
Yeah,
like this definitely puts into question, like, if Oda is teasing the idea that Luffy is going to have a long life up to a certain point, maybe we'll get a time skip, maybe at the end of One Piece or something, or I don't know, like just something where he's like older, or
we've gotten the whole time skip thing in a lot of SBSs, because it's shown like what the Straw Hats are going to look like at age like 40, 70, and like 90, I think.
Yeah.
It's like we've seen it. Yeah.
D3, where were you finna go with that Bonnie thing, the glimpse of a possible future? I feel like it's kind of interesting, bro.
You know what too? He only did it for Luffy. He didn't give a stamp for anybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was literally just.
Too, I can. It's interesting.
Luffy looks bad, to be fair.
He looks what?
Luffy looks bad, to be fair. This nigga old as hell.
Bro, Chopper's like 85, bro. Like,
yeah. But I think the fact that it says a glimpse at a possible future is like, how does her devil fruit work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it ages you in, like, if this isn't what Luffy's gonna be like in 70 years, like, I'm just trying to wonder, where did you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Like, it's so strange. I can't even put into words. It's like a possible future. How did it take it out of a possible future if that's not like if she does Luffy again, is it going to be exactly this, or is it going to be another possible future?
Yeah,
you know
I think it could be a teaser or shadowing of shorts.
Yeah, I think I should look into it, but it is so interesting.
I also
it has to be another possible
I
future.
feel like it could be that, or it could be it could be a case of overlooking at it, and it's literally just this is one way Luffy could possibly look.
Yeah, I think we're just being One Piece fans and overanalyzing it.
I doubt Oda's gonna go into depth with her fruit like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I will say I have to. It has to be a different future, because I ain't gonna lie.
It definitely will be. Yeah.
I can't let Luffy look like that.
Yeah,
like, because he's what, 70 right here, and there are like
Rayleigh is like 70. So
he's like, bro, like, come on now, like,
absolutely.
Like, Whitebeard was like 72 when he died or whatever. Like, no, like, and I get that's Whitebeard, but Rayleigh too, like, no. Like, the strong people usually don't look like that when they get older. Usually, Only exception is maybe Horogoro, but I mean maybe that. But yeah, I no. Like,
oh yeah, that nigga showed up.
yeah, we're gonna pray that Luffy don't end up like that.
Yeah, I hope so.
So we keep going. We find out more about Kuma. So apparently Jinbei knows about Kuma's history, and apparently he was a tyrannical king, was deposed by the people and forced to become a pirate, fought by the Navy, and then given a life sentence, and then offered the opportunity by Vegapunk, as we know. You guys think Kuma's as evil as his story is told?
Hell no.
No.
Well, I actually think it's like low-key, that would be pretty interesting if he was though. Like if he was a piece of shit.
Okay, if maybe the way I kind of think about it is like Kuma was a piece of shit and yeah, changed your heart. It's kind of
like something changed him, like some experience, like. And I remember I was talking in the last chapter about like the whole like religious vibe I get from him, like on some like born again Christian shit, right? Like he found the sun god faith or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm with this shit. What I was doing before wasn't right. I can see that, but I also think he's just a kind person, like, you know, generally.
That's actually interesting.
I'd like to think that he changed after he had Bonnie.
That too, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I could definitely see that he definitely has to have some sort of, I don't want to say evilness, but he has to have some sort of negativity behind him, because I feel like if he was completely positive and this was all just slander or lies or whatever, then Bonnie would say something. But Jinbei throws these accusations about the information that he knows about him, and you see Bonnie's face, she's just pondering, looking there. And then after he finishes talking about it, she skips over all the stuff about him being a tyrannical warlord, etc., and goes straight to, I don't know why he chose to be a cyborg.
Now, Callie, go down the next page. She like he brings it up again, and she like refutes it.
Oh,
yeah, she did. I was just about to say.
Yeah, she's like that's cap. Which would actually go exactly with what my boy D3 is saying, is that like in her experience, this nigga was the man, because you know, like her being there changed him.
Right.
So yeah, I could see that.
She wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to believe that he's this very kind-hearted dude. He was never a piece of shit. I could still believe it. Like I don't want to say he's been a bad guy. I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
I remember when Sabo was getting mad at the Reverie, he was like, look what they're doing to our kind-hearted comrade. Obviously they would only know him when he was revolutionary, so like that he would already have been kind, but I want to believe in him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna pick a side yet, but I think that like if he was a piece of shit, it would be pretty interesting. That's what I'll say for now.
I definitely would be safe.
Yeah.
We get a little bit more info before we go to the last part of the chapter. We also find out Kuma was a part of a very special race.
Yeah, now that is like yeah.
Before we continue, I was looking at the official before we started, and I actually didn't finish it, but I saw something someone said like literally 2 minutes ago, that made me finish the official, like as we were talking just now. And she doesn't say special race. She says in the official, Dad used to say he was part of a very special people, not race. So people. I just that changes.
Was he a celestial dragon?
Nah, definitely not. Fuck that.
You don't think so?
Nah. So when the race thing happened, because let's go on our ideas already. Like what were your guys' ideas when she said race? Like from like before this second, what were we thinking?
I mean, I thought celestial dragon. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, he's not a Lunarian.
That's what I was thinking. But he doesn't have the wings.
He doesn't have the wings or the flame or anything like that. So.
I'm not dark skin, but like he's tan.
I mean, he does have some melanin, but like that, I don't think that's enough to make him a Lunarian.
Definitely not.
Because
damn, I was gonna make a terrible joke. Let's just
I'm like, what's it called? I'm still, whether you think so or not, I still think it was Celestial Dragon or something to do with like a higher authority towards people.
You know who does have melanin though? The Sky. And some other residents of the Sky Islands. What's his name? What are their names?
Well, there's the Shandians. The Shandians.
Okay. The Shandians.
Some of them niggas were white as snow though.
True.
Yeah, but we also had niggas like Wiper.
Yeah. It goes in between.
Yeah.
But the thing is that so either way, we have an idea that he's a sky piece from the Sky Islands, right? But he doesn't have wings. That's the big question for everyone. He doesn't have wings, and he can't be a Lunarian because he doesn't have the fire or whatever. So for me, the reason why I don't think that like automatically rules him out is that like what if he's part of this race, like the Lunarians or the Skypians or the Shandians, but his bloodline is diluted. They married like into humanity like 10 generations ago, and he still carries that blood, but he doesn't have the features outright anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like
I
that's
can
a
see
reach.
All right, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Respectfully, I feel like that's a reach.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. I mean, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I have something else to say.
That is an interesting idea for sure.
Yeah, that
Definitely
was my ideas before. And what I thought when I read this was that, yo, special race, everything we know about Kuma, who he goes behind, his revolution, the sun god stuff. I was thinking, yo, what if it's on some, like Bartholomew D Kuma shit, bro? But then my boy was like, yo, it's a race, bro. Like Luffy and them are still human. They're not a different race. But now the official says a very special people, bro. He could be part of the Will of D, bro.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking that too. Like, and it makes sense because I was just about to say, if it's special people and truly and not actually special race, then I'm going to flat out think the Will of D.
My God.
Because the thing is, it makes even more sense if you think that like maybe Kuma knows the about the Will of D and why he helped Luffy, why he linked up with Dragon, and we see later on. So like, I mean, it's definitely possible, definitely I think in the realm of possibility that he's a part of the Will of D in some shape or form. And I didn't think we were going to get into it this soon, but if it is true, then oh man, I cannot wait.
Definitely very interested to see where that goes.
Yeah.
So that's it with the Luffy stuff. We got one more part of the chapter. We go back to the Thousand Sunny. They're getting lifted through the sky by this giant robot. And we end up at the research stratum. It's above the clouds. We get a callback back to Skypiea. They're on these bouncy cloud-like structures. They use the floor. Whole bunch of science explanations and stuff. Really nice drawings again by Oda. Once again, I think I'm gonna say it once per episode. I love this island. This might be my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie. It's getting up there as far as like aesthetic and like the way it looks. Like everything is just mad cool.
I'm seeing sentiments like that around. Like people are saying this is like definitely a top 3, top 2 island. In the entirety of One Piece.
100%.
So cool looking.
Yeah, location is so far.
Yeah. So they end up on top of the island at the research stratum. Thousand Sunny's on the clouds. Zoro and Brook decide to stay and watch the ship, while everybody else goes into the research area. We get all new costumes for these guys. Oda is at his absolute horniest, and I'm not mad at it.
Yes, bro, he's wilding.
I was thinking that too when I read this chapter. I'm like, damn, Oda. Like,
yo, chill, yo, for real. He's like,
Yeah,
yo, bro, what are you, bro, wilding, bro?
Oda is.
Because I like
against it though.
We got like, you got Bonnie, Nami, Robin. I'm like, Oda, like, chill,
Bro,
nah,
but
he's on
my
top.
goat, Frankie's design looks ridiculous, bro. Frankie looks so sick.
Frankie is. Bro, I didn't even notice.
Oh, he has like a visor. I didn't even peep
Frankie
that,
looks
bro.
raw.
He does have a visor. That is.
Yeah,
sick.
I got y'all's eyes on the
Look, he
wrong
look like
places, bro.
Cyclops. That's
Oh,
sick.
don't kill me, T3. Oh yeah. And he has like the turning thing for toys as
Yeah,
that's
on
his
the
new
top
hairstyle. It's pretty cool. I think Usopp's dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Usopp's definitely a little dog shit. I ain't gonna lie. The
Weird
shoes are
as
still
hell.
throwing me off for
Okay.
everybody, but
What?
Usopp's
No.
and Sanji's both suck, I'm not gonna lie. They both are ass.
Usopp's is better than Sanji's.
nah, you're bugging. Sanji's is clean.
Sanji's would be
it's
sick.
not-
Sanji's would be sick if the boots match.
The boot,
The
it's
boots
not
don't
even
match.
just
it
the
does
boots.
not match. Like the fact that like he got that top with that. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No,
It's
Sanji-
literally just the boots, though. The shorts with the Vegapunk on the side, them shits are hard.
Yeah,
I
them
would,
shorts-
I would
yo,
buy
look-
them
yo,
shits in
yo,
real
If
life,
they
no cap.
individual.
I'm about
if
to
they
make them
in-
shits in real life, no cap, bro. Them shits
Bro,
would be fire.
individually, the pieces like the individual garments are fine, but it's just the combination
Yeah,
of everything on Sanji that looks worse than Usopp as a whole.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Usopp got a
definitely wear that
bodysuit
jacket
on,
that
bro.
Usopp has.
Usopp is whack. Don't get me wrong.
The
Like,
jacket
The jacket is fire. The jacket is fire.
Jacket is fire.
but,
Okay, it's fine.
but Sanji's is not it. Is not it either. Like they got like the wackest one, and even Sanji I think agrees because like look at what he says. Like like what is this? Like
Scream aloha, don't they?
like
Yeah,
Aloha.
he wasn't fucking with the science shit, which is fair. But it's whack. They're all. I'm not gonna lie. Nami and Robin got it. They didn't, and Frankie too. Frankie's is fire.
yeah,
All
Frankie,
right,
Nami, Robin, literally.
We gotta talk about the Vegapunk panel on the left, bro.
All right, yeah. So at the end of the chapter, we get Vegapunk on the phone with somebody, and he thinks he'll be dead soon. They say, "Don't kid about something like that," and then Vegapunk reveals that he is talking to Dragon. Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
I don't even know, man. I read that shit. I was just losing my mind, bro.
I mean,
It's gotta be like one of the biggest like
it's,
ally reveals.
It's Dragon. It's actually Dragon. That's crazy. When was the last time we heard from Dragon? A few chapters ago, actually, with talking to Sabo.
Yeah, on the phone. Yeah,
Right, on the phone
yeah.
before the island got eviscerated. That was literally like 2-3 chapters ago. And now he's on the phone with Vegapunk. Apparently, they have some type of long-winding relationship. Which Vegapunk is this? 01?
This is
I
Punk
think-
01,
I
yeah.
think that's like OG. I think that's the original Vegapunk.
Okay, well we know that's literally Shaka, right? Like it says 1 on his thing, and he's like the Shaka the good on that diagram in that one chapter with Kaku and them. But so I remember we talked about it that chapter when Shaka was telling Lilith, like, bro, are you dumb? Why are you fucking with Straw Hats? Like they will kill you, my nigga.
Yeah.
In that chapter, I brought up that I feel like the way Shaka is talking to Lilith is kind of interesting in that like he kind of almost has seniority over her. He's telling her like, bro, you're being a moron. Come back. I want to talk to these guys. To me, he felt like Shaka, even though we were going with the idea that like there's one main body and there's the 6 clones, he felt like he had pull, right? But it could also just be like Naruto in Pain in that, sure, the Yahiko body wasn't the real Pain, but he still was like the head nigga of the clones, right? So I think it's interesting that he's talking to Dragon through Shaka, and we don't see him talking. Like we don't know at this point. We don't know if there's a main body anymore, right? I feel like we don't know that.
Yeah, we're not 100% yet because it seems like this one would be the main body, if anything. But
Yeah, like this guy's. But then again, Lilith did say when they first met her, like, of course, this isn't the Stella main unit, right? So I feel like it's still up in the air if there is a 7th. I think we could lean towards that. But I do think it's still interesting how this guy Shaka, the #1 guy, seems to have a lot of pull, and it's not gonna fucking Dragon of all people. So I still think this is the first clone, but who knows? Maybe the main body isn't in a position to speak. Maybe he's like that old.
yeah, definitely a possibility.
And then he also said he think he'll be dead soon.
Yep.
Do you think that that's because he knows like Lucci and them are coming, or is it because like illness or like what?
I think he definitely has an idea of if Lucci and them are coming, then it's for a reason. And he probably knows what the reason is. He probably had a part in that reason. There was something that he did that he knows that the government would get upset at or would turn them against him. And he just knows it's a matter of time type of thing.
Because what did he fully say? What did he fully say? I forgot. He said, I think I'll be dead soon.
He said, I think I'll be dead soon. I just wanted you to know about this, Dragon.
Okay. So,
and one thing he says is that the problem with being a genius is that you can see your own future coming too. So I think it's not something that like, oh, I'm getting old, the main body's dying or something like that. It's like, because that you could tell if you're fucking sick, right?
Literally, yeah.
So like, I think Callie actually is spinning right now. Like he probably knows that he put this into motion somehow, or simply he has some way to monitor the Navy's movements. I also think that's something worth thinking about.
That's definitely a possibility, 100%.
That wouldn't surprise me at all if he's been like, playing 5D chess the whole time, But still,
do you think we're gonna get out of this arc with him being alive?
I don't know, man. I'm entitled. I'm like I'm leaning towards the fact that like he's saying it, he's gonna be right. Like he's a smart guy, you know. Even though he knows that all about the Strawhats and everything like that. But who knows? Maybe that's how fucking legendary Luffy is. He changed. He'll save this guy somehow.
I could definitely see that happening more than anything.
And then like, it makes him question his own genius, you know. Some shit like that. I could see something like that. But yeah, this dragon, this revolutionary and Vegapunk thing. So I was wondering, like, is Vegapunk a revolutionary or is he just like an ally? Because we talked about the scientists for hire thing, we talked about the good and the bad, you know.
I definitely don't think he's a revolutionary, and the reason why is because Kuma did not know the reason. Like, if he was a revolutionary, he would be under Dragon. And he does not. I don't think he knows why Kuma was turned into a cyborg, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, like, because I feel like
I know what you mean.
Yeah, if he was under him, he would have told him, like, you know, what was going on and kept him in the loop.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So I think he's more or less like either an ally or an associate.
Associate, that's a good way to put it. Yeah,
I think more like, I think closer to associate.
Mm-hmm. I definitely go with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that it was ever a question for the revolutionaries as to why Kuma did it, though. It was a question for other parties, or it wasn't as necessarily why they did it. It was more so they wanted him back from the government.
But Ivankov,
I was just about to say Ivankov. Like, she definitely did not know it. She's one of the top tier commanders of the revolutionaries. Like, she's a high ranking officer. So if she doesn't know or he doesn't know, then it's like, I don't think any one of them understood why. And
that makes sense, 100%.
Yeah.
And Dragon was trying to get Kuma to talk to him. Remember, when they were trying to find out where Sabo was, like recently, he was like Kuma, like, can you tell us what you know? Even though he doesn't think he'll speak to him, he was still trying. So that kind of goes to show that he doesn't know the exact extent to what's going on. But I mean, he can still talk to him. Clearly, they're on the phone. You know, could have just asked the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. Now that I think about it, that's weird.
Yeah, now that you guys brought it up, there's definitely an interesting point to bring up. If you have such a close relation, then why are they so in the dark about Kuma's status and what happened?
Right. And then, like, but maybe that's what he's talking to him about, because he said, I just wanted you to know about this dragon. And maybe they were talking about Kuma and stuff. So I don't know. Like, maybe there's more. Maybe there's more. Thank you. Maybe there's more to it than what we're seeing. Obviously, like, not just pertaining to the Straw Hats, but pertaining to, like, you know, what happened with Kuma, and, you know, maybe Vegapunk is telling them or telling Dragon the solution to Kuma, potentially. Maybe. I don't know.
That's very interesting. It's definitely very interesting to think about. I guess I want to say we'll get more about it next chapter, but the way that all these different plot lines
it's hard
to tell exactly where this is going anymore. I think when we first landed on the island, we had a lot of different ideas, but they were all more so aligned with one another, or like on the same path. But right now, you know what I mean? But right now, there's so many different moving parts, it's hard to tell exactly where it's going to go next chapter.
And then, actually, we didn't talk about this earlier, but, I mean, it makes me want to ask, because Pudding said, you know, you'd be salty if Big Mom is still alive. And the thing is that this could very much be a facade, right? She could be worried as hell, but it did not seem like her, not just her, but her people throughout the entirety of the cover story, her brothers and sisters, seemed like, you know, it was the end of the Big Mom Pirates, as much as I thought that they would have, like, like how when the Whitebeard Pirates when Whitebeard died in front of like Marco and everyone was like, you know, crying, sobbing, and all that stuff. The Big Mom pirates seemed like very functioning despite, you know, supposedly Big Mom's death. So I just wanted to ask y'all, do y'all believe that she's dead with this or no?
I don't think so.
No way. Until I see a sword through her neck, that's not Laws. Like, no way, bro. And also, I also think to remember is that in the cover story, it was when she went to Wano, I think. Like, there's no way to tell if it was like at recent, like super recent, or if it was during like the 2 weeks while they were training. Like, there's no way to know if it happened after the raid. You know what I'm talking about? So we don't know.
True, but she does know that, you know, something happened with Big Mom for her to lose her, you know, Yonko status, right?
Well, that's in this moment. That's like in this chapter, but in the cover story, because you talking about the people that were there, like the siblings in them, like to them, I think we can't assume that it was after, because we don't have any like reason to believe that yet. And we also know it was in the past too. So like, that's what I'm trying to say. That's really all. I think there's just that is something to think about. That we don't know if the cover story was right after the raid or if it was before, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well then,
and even here, she is like, if she's still alive. I think that's interesting. That like she believes that she could die. You know what I mean?
Right. But like,
I don't know. For One Piece, I don't think.
I don't feel like. I feel like Oda is still making it ambiguous to the reader about whether Kaido and Big Mom's status of like them being dead or alive. And like, I think, like when it comes to Kaido, I feel like we're not seeing Kaido again. I really don't think so. I think Kaido falling to his like supposed death or boiling or whatever it is was very on point thematically with the themes of Wano. However, Big Mom, I think that was like, you know, a weird way of just getting her out, and she said like, this won't be the last of me, like you definitely will see me or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Pudding is just bringing it up again, like making it ambiguous, like you like, you know, if Big Mom's alive, you know, you should be pretty mad. Like, bruh, oh my goodness. Now I just got an idea.
What's going on? Talk to us, bro.
Oh no. What if Big Mom comes in and gets Pudding? Like, oh damn.
Bro.
Oh.
Big Mom pulling up on the island with Blackbeard and Law would be insane.
Oh my.
That would be absolutely insane.
That would be the craziest upset. Like that would be the way to get her back into the story in such a way that is like the Big Mom parts, because like the freaking what's the name? The Big Mom pirates that were out at sea. We still don't know what happened with them. Last we heard, they were like,
yeah, they were in Wano, yeah.
Yeah, what if they got Big Mom and then they went and they heard about Pudding or like, you know, the island, like, you know, Big Mom's territory contacted the ship through Denden Mushi, and you know they went to get Pudding or something. I don't know, because you gotta imagine Pudding has to have a Beaver card. Like, there's no way Big Mom would keep someone as precious as like Pudding without some type of like tracking or something.
I know. I think it was in one of the chapters. I remember seeing it on Twitter that none of her children have EV cards of her.
Of her, remember, he's saying that someone as important as Pudding should have their own Beaver card so that people can track.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can believe that. That would be a way. I could see that happening, because I was thinking about it. Like, who the fuck from our side that would be against Blackbeard, like Law, Luffy, and them? Who cares about Pudding other than Sanji, right? That would go save her or try to help her if they were on the island. Right. And it's just Sanji, right? Like, that would take a detour for her. So like Big Mom, imagine that would be crazy. It's fucking Big Mom, but that would be crazy.
That would be fucking insane. Like, if Oda was to like put Big Mom back into the story in any kind of way, I feel like this would be the way. Have her pull up with the crew that came to Wano that was like knocked off by Marco, and she's on the ship. And she like, Blackbeard, you had no right to invade my island, take Pudding, and then we got a triple threat standoff between, and then she's pissed at all. Oh no, Law too.
That would be fucking.
Oh, that would be fucking insane. Like, oh, I'll be sick. I'll drop One Piece at that point. Like,
I think a lot of people don't want to see that. Don't want to see her ever again. I'm not gonna lie.
no, I just the insanity behind it would just make me be like, I'm tired, bro. I need to go to sleep. Like,
Yeah, no, it would definitely be insane.
And I think what we talked about earlier is that everything is setting up for like a very immediate Blackbeard main villain.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I never thought that we were going to get this so soon, you know? Like, oh my goodness gracious, like...
Well, honestly, who's left? Because if we assume Shanks is not a main villain ever, like an actual villain, then who's left, right?
It's,
Blackbeard and obviously Mihawk is still a villain for Zoro, for them to fight. Or even that goes into like how... You know what, guys? Let's talk about it. Let's not get too deep into it. I'm talking about a side thing. But yeah, Blackbeard is definitely up soon. That's what I'll say. I was about to be like, oh, what about Crosskill? What about this and that? What about... Nah, don't even worry about it. Next one.
Definitely was about to get crazy.
No. No, let's get crazy. Freaking Crosskill. Let's go. Luke Strawhat versus Crosskill.
No. Okay, that wraps up today's episode.
My man is ready for it. That's crazy. I was gonna let him cook. I was about to let him cook. But I ain't going front.
No, we cooking out here. We cooking. No.
Oh, we too good.
Because it is so much though. Like to think that it's moving this fast. Like, are we ever going to get a custom? I shouldn't say custom made, but like a villain that's specific to an arc again, or do you think it's all people that now that's been like foreshadowed and been built up to be a villain at this point? Like,
I think it's all free game. Honestly, I think we might get another villain or two come back.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's just gonna be a scramble.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. My fault.
No, it's just I feel like it's definitely too late game to have another arc where you build up to this one villain that's either newly introduced or like it's too early for it to be. It's too late for it to be done in a way that it's been done in the past. It definitely has to be. We're in the end game now, so it's definitely going to be a lot of stuff that's been led up to from before to now.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was that the last time we had a villain we didn't know we were gonna have was Caesar the Clown, bro, or Caesar Clown on Punk Hazard, bro. Yeah, like every time we go to an arc, we're like,
oh my goodness,
we're like, okay, so we gotta get Sanji from Big Mom, we gotta beat Doflamingo, we gotta fight Kaido, right? Even now, the person we met on this arc, Vegapunk, isn't the villain. I mean, who knows? But obviously, this one we can see he's gonna be someone we have to help. So, yeah, last time we had one was fucking Punk Hazard, which was 10 years ago, as we've...
that is insane to think about. Yeah, we ain't getting another custom villain again. Oh,
yeah, we're never gonna run up on someone out of nowhere. I was gonna say Hokey Jones, but then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, we didn't know Caesar Clown. Yeah. And even he was still a part of the whole saga to take down like Sad and then Joker and then Kaido. So like even he was still part of the main thing. But so when it's over with these, whole get to an island, meet the people, help them with their oppression or whatever. Now we gotta get to the One Piece and then defeat the world government. It doesn't feel real to say that.
It doesn't. Even hearing it just sounds crazy, but that's where we're at right now, man.
Saga, babe. Saga.
One Piece is good, man.
It's alright. One Piece is okay.
Nah, not like
this.
Not like this.
I've seen better, man. I've seen better.
Oh, nah. Was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about in this chapter?
Once over. I don't think so.
No,
I think I think we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There was one other thing. Do y'all think that Blackbeard and Law? So someone brought this up that they think that Law's definitely going to lose just because he's busting out his most strongest attacks right now. So, do y'all feel any kind of wavering about Law losing right now? I mean, he's kind of going out all out, and like, you know, Blackbeard's kind of shocked. I know that like this has happened before, but do we think it's going to be different with Law a little bit?
I think no matter what, he's not going to win.
Yeah, my opinion hasn't changed from last episode.
Same.
He's definitely not
Okay.
winning.
Yeah, and I was super impressed. I'm not okay. I will say Law does not surprise me. That guy's the GOAT, bro. But like, I think now that I think about it more, the fact they have Pudding, and the way, like you said, we're setting up the Blackbeard arc. And if I'm right about Kuma being part of the Will of D and Kuma's whole Sun God thing, and then so we get a picture of the whole like the lore behind One Piece, and Blackbeard setting that like being an antagonist to Luffy, I think Law getting captured is like the most sensible thing. And also, I was thinking about it more, is that another reason that you can't kill Law if you beat him, because you might want him to do the surgery for you, right? And he's a surgeon, like he's a doctor or whatever. So you wouldn't want to kill him.
Does Blackbeard even know about that though?
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised, man. That guy's a historian. His favorite hobby is history. Like, I'm not kidding. It's in SBS.
True, but
that wouldn't surprise me if he did know. And somehow he knew about the three-eyed tribe.
Oh,
true. But I will say that, like, you know, there is another good reason to kill Law and not eat his devil fruit. I mean, the shit's worth like, what is it, 8 billion or something, Barry? That's like that's enough to set up your operations for a lifetime as a crew. So I don't know, like there's good reasons to not kill. I mean, to take his devil fruit and not eat it is outside of just the immortal surgery as well.
I feel like Blackbeard's goals are bigger than money, though.
Yeah, same.
It is, but
I
like he has a whole, but he does have a whole operation, a whole fleet, a whole, you know, and money is powerful enough to bring institutions. I mean, like Crocodile, for instance, like that's the whole reason why he got Buggy's crew. It is now his crew because he didn't have the capital to start up his own business, start up his operations and stuff, and you know that money that Buggy owed him, he came to collect. Buggy's like, I don't have it, and he's like, you fool, I need the capital.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're comparing Buggy to Blackbeard right now. I'm just saying.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just no.
You said Buggy didn't have the capital compared to Blackbeard. Like, Blackbeard is gonna get his bread if he needs to get his bread. Buggy could not rob a fly if he wanted to, bro. There's levels to the shit, bro.
I know there's levels to it, but at the same time, like, you would think that someone like Crocodile, who's not a screw-up pirate, could, like, you know, just simply steal if he needed to, right? Like, I mean, there's still the money is, even though these guys are pirates.
Wait, it wasn't Crocodile that needed the capital, was it? I thought it was Buggy that needed it.
Buggy lent him, so he was in debt. So Crocodile was trying to like make him pay it back. That's it.
So Buggy was the one that owed him money. Okay, it wasn't that Crocodile needed the money. It was that Buggy owed him.
He did need no. Go back and read the chapter. He did need the money. Like, he said, like, I need the capital to start up my business. Like, that's the reason why he confronted Buggy in the first place, because he wanted that money back. And with interest, whatever their arrangement was. And Buggy said, like, you know, I don't have your money. And, you know, he said, but however, if you need resources and stuff, you can just simply take my crew. Like, I'll give you my crew and myself. Like, and then we'll work for you until, you know, the debt is paid. That's what he said. Like, go back. I promise you, go back and look. Crocodile needed the capital. That's why he started it up with Mihawk and everything. Because he said with Mihawk, he was like, yo, if you know, team up with me, Marines won't mess with us. You know, they'll chill. And then Crocodile went onto Buggy's ship because they showed it in the flashback that he, you know, that's why he swatted out the Marines. And he said, like, you know, I need to collect the money. I need my capital so that I can start my business, get my organization up or run it or whatever. Because essentially, remember, like, Mihawk is the muscle, Crocodile's the brain. So, like, you know, he wanted that money so that he can start his organization with Mihawk or whatever.
Okay.
So all I'm just saying is, even if they're powerful pirates,
yeah,
money is still important. Like,
no, I feel that. I still don't think that it's enough for me to think that Blackbeard would kill Law for it, especially Law being who he is.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I was just offering a different perspective about the fruit, because that's like the most valuable fruit in One Piece.
Yeah, that's like real life logic, which is fair.
But if you kill him, you don't get the fruit immediately, though. It just respawns somewhere in the world.
Well, we don't know how he takes fruits, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if he were to take? But if he, wait. So do you guys think when he takes these people's powers, he like gets their fruit again in his hand and then eats it?
So there was one thing at Punk Hazard when, do you remember Smiley, the monster that Caesar created?
Yeah. It turned into the gas.
Yeah. So if you remember, and I'm pretty sure you do remember YHuss, but like for everyone else that's listening, if you
appreciate the belief, man, because I don't remember what you're gonna say.
Oh, okay. Well then, never mind.
No, I kind of do. Go ahead. I think I know where you're going.
Yeah. So when the gas monster was defeated, we saw that there was like a bunch of apples nearby.
Yeah.
And like the essence of it was implied that the essence of him, Smiley, was kind of reincarnated into one of those apples.
Yeah. So I think another way to put it is that the way he had to activate the gas was to kill the monster that he gave it was like a lizard type fruit, and it was a living poison thing that he gave a lizard type fruit, right? Mm-hmm. So the axolotl thing was walking around, and then he killed it with the poison bomb or whatever, and so the Zoan fruit that the thing had was gone now because he killed it. So he made a Punk Hazard member, like one of the workers, intentionally left a bag of apples on like a chair, on like a cart or something near the body of the monster, and after the monster died, one of the apples became the devil fruit. Like you looked at it change in the middle of it. I'll try to find it.
Oh, I do remember that actually. Holy
shit. Yeah.
So we know that it's not random. It's at from what we could infer there, it's a fruit near it.
Holy
That's what we can infer.
Yes, I remember that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the working theories for a long time was maybe that, when you kill someone, you get like a fruit, or you have like a fruit, and the essence of the devil fruit spawns near that fruit, so it doesn't get a chance to like randomly wander off into the world and hit another fruit or something like that. Or like you somehow control the essence to come to a certain fruit. Mm-hmm. And we don't know how that looks, because then the question is, if that was true, then the question becomes, do you need the original devil fruit that it came from?
I think definitely you definitely need the fruit, because there's pictures of devil fruits, right, that we know what they're supposed to look like, right? And it goes to show that it doesn't go to just any random fruit, because Doflamingo found the actual Mare no Mi. It looks the exact same, it's exact like figure or whatever, and the apple didn't change size or anything, it just changed the design on it. So it goes to show that it just there's already like a base fruit, I think, for every devil fruit. That's just what I think. That's what it looks like in the thing.
Oh, so then if that's the case, and then let's say the Blackbeard pirates, whenever they try to kill someone with the devil fruit and they manage to do so, and they take, the essence or whatever, they have the devil fruit needed on deck.
Yeah, I could believe it.
To make sure that it doesn't go anywhere else.
Because Blackbeard found the Yami no Mi through the book. Like, he was looking for it and he knew exactly what it looked like. So it's surprised that he knows everything else and how which fruit matches which devil fruit or whatever. So how he still
has the book too.
Yeah.
I would assume. Yeah. So he could probably do that. That's how he probably tracks devil fruits. Now, it doesn't answer how he can eat 2 devil fruits.
Yeah.
But we can kind of infer that maybe that's how devil fruits are reincarnated, and that's how the Blackbeard pirates, when they kill someone, that's how they take the fruit, so to speak. Maybe that's how, I don't know, because when he did that curtain thing on Whitebeard's body and he got under the curtain, maybe he had a fruit or something. I don't know. But, you know, that's only one half of the puzzle because we don't know how he, you know, how he could just have 2 devil fruits.
We might find out soon if Law somehow analyzes his makeup. Who knows?
That'll be real interesting.
That'll be wild.
That'll definitely be interesting.
Yeah.
I got that about that.
That was about it. Yeah.
Appreciate everybody that held it down today. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Thanks to everybody that's listened, that has watched us today on Twitch, that is watching on YouTube, Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts, etc. We appreciate you guys. Once again, big shout out to our boy Mr. G. Hope you're enjoying your day, man. Have a fabulous celebration.
Yes, sir. We love you, brother.
Yes,
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
No, we are on break next week, right?
Yeah, we are on break.
We're on break next week. So make sure you guys follow the Twitter. Twitter is /Strawhat Sitdown, so you can keep updated with us, so you can see when we're doing an episode, what it's going to be about, etc. And yeah, I think that's gonna about do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Until next time, take it easy, be safe, be healthy. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.